Good day, my friends. Is one interested in doing pictures like this? Well, let's go. Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Leo and thank you for joining me. Thank you all for the kind comments and the subscribers I've been getting lately. I don't know what's happened, it just seemed to have gone through the roof. I can't thank you enough for that. I really am pleased. This is exactly what I need. But most of all, thank you for all the kind comments that I've got on all the social media sites and asking me to do this video on these watch drops and explain how. I don't think a lot of people realised that I was about, that who I was and what I was doing and what I was trying to do. I did explain a bit on social media how I was doing it, but I did also say that I'd do a full video showing you how to do it so you can do exactly the same. Trust me, it's not hard. We're not using no, state-of-the-art gear today. All I'm going to be using is, yet again, my 750D, but, what he says, but, what I've got on here is I've got my 100mm macro lens, but I've also got this Viltrox extension tube. Now I did put on there that it was 35mm, but it's actually a 36mm. I didn't even realise that's how bad my eyes are. I need to get Specsavers. But this is the main gear what I'm needing. Makes no difference what camera you've got. Really doesn't. I'm fed up with people saying, oh, I got this camera. I don't care about what big cameras people have got. Trust me, I ain't interested. All I know is that if you got an half decent lens and extension tubes, you can get these shots, I promise you. So that's that one out the way before anybody starts going, can I do it with this and can I do it with that? Of course you can. So that's the weapon of choice. We're not going to be using no flashes today. We're going to be doing long exposure photography. The reason why I'm going to be doing long exposure photography is because the lighting I'm using, it changes colour slowly. And this is how I get the mixture into the colours and into the pictures. It's because it's like a minute or a 2 minute exposure because I'm using f10 upwards. Then like your ISO is down to like 150, 200, maybe 250. It allows us to give us that little extra bit of time. So when the colours start churning in the light, this is what mixes the colours and gives you all those different colours. Now the setup I'm going to be using, I'm going to show you how I make it and how I do it, because if I don't show you, you'll be saying, it's a load of crap and it don't work, but trust me, it does. I can 100% guarantee that, and I'll guarantee you after this video, the first purpose of people to try it will be sending me pictures saying, look at this, and I hope you do, because that's all I'm interested in. I'm interested in trying to make you better at photography and enjoy your photography. Don't forget, this is creative photography. This is totally different from your normal macro photography or spouse, but that's me and that's my way I do things. So now I'm going to show you how I actually set the string up, or should I say the lines up. If anybody sees this, they think they've got a drink problem. Wouldn't they? Come on, look at this. Hey, one for you. Right, this is what I'm actually using. I'm actually using glasses. These are just some wine glasses that I've had lying about for ages. So I've been using those, and these are perfect for the job. Also, I've got this little glass jar that I've used, and that works just as well. I've even used this, another jar, glass jar, as long as the light goes round it and we can get light inside the object, we're okay, because How you get the colours into the water droplets is water refraction, which we all know. You push the light onto the bottom, the back of the subject, and then it comes up and it lights the water droplets up. I've even used this old container here that I had a cheesecake in the other day, and if you can see in the bottom, I put some my card in, my reflective card, and that absolutely works a treat. So I started off and I was using this. This is just normal fishing line, and what I did was cut it into sections, and then I was getting it, placing it across like that and taping it on. And it worked brilliant, and I got some good pictures, if you've seen. But then the tape kept moving, so I thought to myself, there's got to be another way how I can secure the fishing line onto here. So as Lee does, and what Lee's best at, is he got his brain box and giggle box out, and he thought, well, I'm going to glue it on the side. So what I did was got some glue sticks, and then I started gluing them on. But as I was gluing them on, I was noticing when I was pulling it off, I was getting loads of fine strands everywhere, because glue sticks are horrible and them just get everywhere. And I thought, how about if I could get the glue to go across? So all I did was heat the glue stick up gently with the lighter, because I didn't want to get the gun out, the proper gun out, and it was dribbles everywhere. I got it, and then all I did was pushed it on the side and then just stretched it over, and like something out of a science film, it worked a treat. And I thought, hang on, that's virtually invisible fishing line. And I was thinking, so that is, shall I try it? So I'll get it to try, and then my pictures started getting better and better and better. So I've already set a few up, as you can see. But like I said, that's all it is. That's what I ended up with. You can use fishing line. There's nothing wrong with that. All you got to do is, like I say, put it across, just dab a glue, pull it tight, glue the other side, and make a web, or whatever shape you want, a fan or whatever. But me personally, I think this glue stick works even better, because you can get some absolutely super fine detailed webbing. And all you gotta do is just go it across, and you've got your webs, and that is our setup. That is simply it. You're gonna say, but are you gonna light it up, Lee? Well, that's another thing I'm gonna show you. What I did after that was got my old faithful out, which is, as you all know, this rotating light, the colour changing light. And this absolutely worked a treat. And all I did was put a piece of kitchen towel over the top of it, white kitchen towel. I put the white kitchen towel over the top because what was happening is when I was spraying it on and taking the pictures, I was getting a lot of bright spots, and it was horrible. So what I did was put a piece of kitchen towel over the top of that, put that on top, turned it on, and instantly you've got your light. Also with this one, all I did with this was with a card at the bottom. I didn't use that. I just got a torch, shine the torch through the side, and when I shine the torch through the side, it lit it up. It bounced off the card, come straight back up, and lit all the water droplets up. Simple as. It was absolutely mind-blowing. It was brilliant. I couldn't believe it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the rest of it up, because I'm going to show you what else I did with it to get even better and creative shots. As you may see, I've got my camera set on my VL3 tripod. This is why I love this tripod. It can get into handles that most other tripods really can't get into. But you can also do it if you get it on a table or something and overlook it. But that's the reason I've got it set up like this. This is my Canon 750D, like I said before. My extension tube, which, like I said, a 100mm macro lens. Now, I'm going to start off and try this one. Remember when I said to you earlier about I use paper to put it over my rotating disc to stop the light and to help it, you know, the highlights? Well, after that, then I played around even more and just dropped a little bit of milk in the bottom. And this worked a little bit better because it ain't pure white. It's creamy and it worked well. So what I did was I put that on the top and then I started taking shots and it worked. So that's another idea. Now all I use is water. A lot of people have been messaging me and asking me saying, do I put glycerin in, or do I use this, or do I use that? You can use glycerin. It really makes no difference with this sort of photography because the pictures and the water drops so creative and the lights and changing and blurry, and you ain't got to worry about it. The only reason I don't use glycerin is because when it dries on my flowers or when anything else I do on my dandelion clocks, it seems to leave a dull shine to it, and I want a bright shine, so I just use natural water. If it were natural water, I wouldn't spray myself in the eye, would I? So that's all I'm going to use. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray it. Now I've showed you this on other videos. When I spray, I keep spraying and I just keep spraying. You can't over wet this, you can't. The best thing is to build it up, and that is the best way to do these water droplets, is to build it up and keep having a look through the viewfinder. I've got mine set up here, but have a look through the viewfinder, have a look and see how they're coming on. But the whole idea is to build them up until you get something you like. So just keep on this way. I'm looking at it. Okay, I can see nice droplets now on top of there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get it focused in. I ain't got to worry about the water droplets dropping off because, to be fair, with this glue, this stringy glue, it seems a lot better. I don't know why, it just seems to grip onto it and hold it. Another thing I found out as well is the longer you leave it, the water droplets seem to just sort of pull together naturally and make bigger water droplets. That's what it says, and you can get away with it. You can easy get away with it. My settings on my camera, at the minute, I'm at f10, I'm at 1 second exposure, and I'm at ISO 100. I really could do with moving the lights around a little bit more because it's a little bit too bright in my studio at the minute, and I've been doing this without studio lights and it works a lot better because you can go a lot longer. I've got it on a 2 second timer as always, so now I'm just going to slide it underneath, have a look down mine until I see what I want. There you go. I also manually focus. I don't autofocus. I don't believe in auto. Well, you can use autofocus, but with a light changing, it seems to change the settings. After a couple of shots, make sure that you go back and check to have a look and make sure that your settings, you know, still in the same position because, or you know, and it's sharp because you do tend to knock something or whatever. So all I'm going to do now is just quickly take a picture and have a look. 2 second timer. And that looks really interesting. I quite like that one. But now I know I've got it set, what I can do is I can just move it round slightly. And then depending where I want the colours, I can just gently lift and twist the light round to get where I want. That looks amazing. And what I love about this is the f10 on it. You know, if you use something shallow, obviously you're going to have to use a lower, you know, you can't use f10, you're going to have to use something like f8 or something. But the deeper the container, you can actually pull that, use them f-stops to go straight the way through and get everything in focus. You don't need to photo stack. Getting it sharp straight away is the ideal way. And like I says, you haven't got to rush. Take a few shots, have a look through your viewfinder, have a look through your pictures, blow them up, check them, you know, do what you got to do. But that is virtually how I got this shot, and that is so simple. Now, if you want to get even more creative, what I've got again is some food colouring. And people was on about the purples and blues and greens. There's greens, reds and blues in my rotating light. But if you find it a little bit harsh, just drop a tiny bit of food colouring, if any will come out. There you go. Into your mixture. Get a swirl round. Now we've got like a chocolatey, pinky, more of a feature. Have a look. Not bad, I should say. Not bad, sir. Very good, really. As you can see, just don't rush. Just move it round. Get it where you want it, like it says. Make sure you keep looking through that viewfinder. You get it nice and sharp. Oh, and then knock it like that. See, we all make mistakes. I quite like that one. I like that. That's nice. That pink actually brings it up vibrant even more. Next thing you should want to do as well is make sure your lens is as flat as it can be to the subject. This way then you're going to get a lot more in focus. It's a better focus plane. But like I said, just keep taking pictures and moving around. What I'm going to do now is I want to try and darken that off a bit more. So I'm just going to put a bit more dye food colouring in. Ooh, that's got a bit blue. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a lot bluer now than what it was before. That's just about loosening the light through now, so I know that I can't go no more than what that is. I must say the 750D, the oldest camera, one of the oldest cameras you can get, and still doing the job. And now we're actually getting some absolutely bobbing dazzling pictures. But there you go. That's all right. I like that. I like that one. Let me know what you think of that one. Whoa! It's like I says, I've used glass jars. All we've got to do is remember to light the subject up from underneath. So as if I'm going to use this one now, this is the plastic one you've seen with a reflective card. Now it's got a reflective gold card in there, so it should give me a nice gold colour. So now I'm going to have to set up this up a bit more. Just flick the switch on the Vanguard tripod. Bring it down. Lock it off. Make sure it's flat. Focus in. Now, well, like I said, all I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my torch and I'm just going to shine it on the bottom. I'm not shining it on the top. I'm shining it underneath, through it. And you can't tell me that ain't nice. If you haven't got a torch, you can also use the colour changing light bulb. If you got one else, put it round. I will leave a link to all the products that I'm using today in the links below, so they were there for you. I'm quite liking that one. You can actually see the colours and reflection. It looks like a rays, don't it? It looks like the sun rays coming through. Let's see if I can do this one, because I know what I want. Right, shine it through. And that one looks like an alien. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, that is. Fantastic. I can't really add nothing else. I can always add some more to it. There you go. Just going to press it once more. And that's... It'd be better if I shine some light on it. Looks like golden drops. I could spend hours doing this. I really could spend hours. Absolutely love it. I can't tell you enough. But that is how simple it is. Just a glass jar, a wine glass, but ask permission first before you ruin them, because it does come off, but I ain't having nobody yet again getting on to me saying, you know, I've been doing this and you're doing that. Totally on that YouTube channel. I get it all the time, so don't worry about it. So use what you've got. But like I says, reflective card in this little bit of a cheesecake tub seems to be my best picture I've got up to here. But like I say, can't beat it yet again. $9.99 rotating lamp on Amazon, and it's done the job. Because like I says, with water droplet photography, we don't light the water droplet up, we light it from underneath, so everything comes through the water drop, and that's what gives you a nice picture. That's the easiest thing you can do. But I ain't joking you, and I'm being serious. For these things here, £1 out of a cup, well, £2 actually in Poundland. How can they be £2 in a pound shop? I don't know, but you ask them. But this seems to work better. But please try fishing line if you got some, or cotton. It all works the same. Trust me, you'll have fun. I'm going to pack this up and we'll have a talk. I seriously didn't realise how long this video has been. I'm ever so sorry for how long it's been. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my pictures. Please, please, please leave me comments in the box below if you've enjoyed it or you haven't enjoyed it. Either way, tell me if you want me to explain any more. That's why it's taken so long on this video, because I tried to get in as much detail as I can so you can see how I did it. It just proves that you can be done anyway, because a lot of my viewers on my last video have sent me pictures in, and I ain't joking you, them absolutely fantastic, and I mean fantastic, and I can't thank you all enough. Now, if you have stayed along to the end of this video, Apexel have sent me this 200 times microscope macro microscope lens for a mobile phone, which I'm going to do a review on. I have tried it, and believe me, it is powerful thing. But they've also sent me one to give away to one of my viewers, which is absolutely brilliant and so kind of them. So watch out for that video. It will be coming up shortly, and I will be telling you how you can win it, because, you know, you're then kind enough to give me one, I'm kind enough to give you one. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, leave your comments, everything in the box. Give me a big thumbs up or a thumbs down. Please hit that subscribe button. And you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Until next time, stay safe and happy snapping.